Peddling away his sewing machine in Nigeria's capital, Abuja, David is completely oblivious of the path the Nigerian economy is on. For about 15 years, he's been a busy man designing clothes from this shop. Nigerians are known for their preference for homemade suits, which means a huge market to dig in for a tailor like David. But his fortunes, like many other players in the market, is beginning to take a sudden twist. Fewer customers, willing to pay less.
One, we don't have as much customers as we used to have. Two, even those few customers that used to patronize us used to beat the price down. Three, the materials that we're buying are expensive.
For the time being, he's devised a coping mechanism. He rents out the extra space in his shop to other tailors to supplement his income. What he does not know is Nigeria's economy is headed for a recession, and his situation could get even worse. Nigeria's economy has registered negative growth in succession. That, technically, is an early sign of recession. Economists predict Africa's economic giant could fully descend into recession by the end of the year. The chances of avoiding that is the very thing some analysts think the new administration of President Buhari could avert if it takes some drastic measures.
Reduce cost of governance. You cannot expect to continue to do things that will actually expose the economy to recession, like big government. Next is through stimulus package. Government must inject liquidity into the system. Not give money to banks, but invest in infrastructure.
Nigeria became the biggest economy in Africa in April last year, after surpassing South Africa. The crude oil exporter was also crowned 21st biggest economy in the world, but it has since held loosely to that position. In the last few months, the sharp fall in oil prices has resulted in nearly 30% drop in Nigeria's revenue. Crude oil accounts from about 90% of Nigeria's export earnings and 70% of total revenue. What's more, recent events such as currency devaluations, Boko Haram's insurgency and power cuts have not helped Nigeria avert a looming recession. Nigeria depends 90% on crude oil for its export revenue, but that is facing steep fall in price and the market is fast shrinking. From mid-last year, crude oil prices fell consistently from $110 per barrel to under $50 per barrel today. Hundreds of millions of dollars lost to crude oil theft too denied the federal government much-needed revenue. Its main export countries like US, China and India are all looking elsewhere for crude oil. Failures to diversify the economy and stamp out endemic corruption too have made Nigeria vulnerable to recession. Kelechi Emekalam, CCTV, Abuja, Nigeria.